Hi Virgo, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Virgo is Jungfrun in Swedish. I am Swedish, and therefore throughout the reading I will clarify some English words if I feel like they need clarification for the Swedish audience. I'll just dive right in, Virgos, and see what's up with you this week. It's Leo season, meaning first of all, that we're in Leo, and Leo is just standing for power and sun and really sort of taking control back, and with almost no resistance going on, at least not planet wise. It's more of a like the sun and the moon and Mars and Venus, and I think even Mercury will at some point come back into Leo, and just being in the flow. That doesn't mean that it doesn't feel like it's resistance in your life, because if you resist the flow, that feels really heavy. And when everything is on the flow, in the flow, then it's even like Abraham Hicks. Abraham is like second nature to me. It's my second home. And they have this great analogy that if you're in a car and you drive 5 miles an hour, and you sort of can almost step out of the car and get in front of the car, and it will like bump up against you, and then it will stop and nothing happens. But if you're in the same car and you have picked up like speed so that you're driving 100 miles an hour, now try to get out of that car and get in front of it. You're toast. You're more than toast. You're squished, and it's the same. Like you're the same, or like if you bump up against a tree, the tree is the same tree. But if you put the tree in front of a 5 miles per hour car or a 100 miles per hour car, it's the same tree, but you're gonna feel the impact if you stay in front of it. If that makes sense. So, having Leo season, it's like 100 miles per hour, and if you then are not going with the flow, if you're not sitting in the car and going with the car, but you rather are like doing something to sort of stand in the way of it, you're gonna feel it. Like it's gonna have an impact on you. I hope that makes sense. So it doesn't really matter, like just because people are saying, oh, it's Leo season, everything is in the flow, but if you're not, it's still gonna not feel good. You sort of still have to do some work to put yourself in a good position. I know, responsibility sucks. So what's going on with you, Virgos? I just want to say it's not a typical tarot reading. I just use these cards to get my own inspiration going and my own intuition, and to just basically have fun while I still anyway receive the messages. What I've started to do lately is that before I did 2 cards, and I always got a bonus card, so it turned out to be 3 cards anyway. So I just take 3 cards from the get-go, and then I sort of turn them around at the same time now to get sort of a story, get a more of a storyline. The one card supports another. And the first card out is letting go. So, wait, Virgo. No, that's not you guys. Letting go. So whatever situation you're in, I'm picking up on a relationship. The first thing I do here. There's a little relationship in the wings here, and there's a lot of butterflies that is talking about huge transformation, and then that it's just you. It's just Virgo standing here alone. It's more alone, and I get this like, oh, don't go. Like I feel like you don't want a certain person to go. I feel like you're struggling with letting somebody go, and whether you're in a committed relationship and that's about to end, and your partner wants to end it, I feel like you're having a hard time to let it go. Or if you're in a committed relationship and you feel like you want to end it, you just know in your heart that this is not the place for you to stay, You're having a hard time letting it go, even though you know that. If you are already separated, if you're actually single, I still feel like you have a person on your mind that you sort of can't let go of. So either way, either how this, like whatever situation you're in relationship wise, I feel like you're having a hard time right now letting go of somebody. And it's taking a bit of a, I feel like you feel really drained for it. Like, yeah, and it's very, very temporary. It's very fleeting. It's very flyktigt. It's very, I don't want to say superficial, and I don't want to say shallow feeling, because obviously whatever you feel it is going to feel real to you, but the bottom line energy, like the core energy that I pick up on from you guys, is not heavy and is not, it's like a good energy. You got a good energy going. So whatever this person is or the situation is where you feel like you can't let go, that is just like laying on top of something really good. So once you sort of shift your focus a bit, let's see what the other cards say here, because I might have one idea and the spirit might have another idea. So let's see. But what I feel to start with is that if you just focus elsewhere, if you're just able to like shift your focus a tiny bit, you would find that very soon you would be back in that awesome core energy. Okay. And with the butterflies here, a gazillion butterflies, you're going through a major shift, major transformation. It might be like on a soul level, but I feel like maybe the relationship that you're trying to let go of will have that happen for you. So next card out is gratitude. This is my Pisces card. This is usually the card I get for my Pisces. So either it's a Pisces that you're dealing with, or you might want to look into the Pisces reading. See if something resonates with you there. Okay, and then like you're holding the sun in your hand. You're holding the shift in your hand. Like you are in such a good, sorry, I have something in my eye. You have such a good energy going and such a good life going. I see the kids are there, they're playing, and you're just holding the sun in your hand. You're holding life in your hand. And there's a lot, like this is my Pisces card. So there's a lot of water. There's like, you're just in the water, and water to me stands for emotion, like for overwhelming feelings. You're in your feelings. And so I feel like maybe, and then the sun comes out for you guys. I have a feeling that it might just consume you right now. Like you feel like, I just want to stay in bed and watch another Netflix series that is not just one season, but rather 7 years seasons and never get up again. And maybe have another piece of candy. Then do that, Virgos. Like do that. I feel like you're in such a shifting state right now, and whatever makes you happy, like whatever makes you content for this very moment, like I'd say don't shift it. Don't do anything that you're not ready for. There's a timing for everything. And if you don't want to let go of this person for some time, just keep thinking about it. Keep thinking about them. Not to put yourself down, and not to see what you could have had or what you missed out on, or not what you did not get, or you had such plans and now those plans are broken. Like, don't get into those feelings. But if you're going to think about the relationship or situation, think about it in a way that makes you feel good. And maybe that means that you can think about it. Then try to just, as much as you can, really sort of, I mean, I don't suggest this to many people that you numb yourself, but I'm serious with the net series. series with the Netflix series, to sort of numb yourself a bit, to sort of just distansera, which means distansera, like move yourself away a bit, like what is that called in English? Distansera. It's not the same. Like you just remove yourself from the situation a bit. You just take a step back. You don't even have to solve anything. You don't have to think about anything. You don't have to think anything about the situation, about what's going on. Even like if you're in a committed relationship and you want to end it, or you know, like your partner have had a discussion with you that they want to end it. Like la 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 la. I don't want to listen to this right now. Like, don't deal with it right now. You have that right. You have that right. You have a right to sort of gather yourself and get back on track and get even just the slightest bit more into balance. Get some more sleep. Get a gazillion times more sleep. And sort of get your act a bit more in balance, because then you'll approach this much easier. So if your partner keeps saying, we have to talk about this. No, we don't. No, we don't. Like, give me 2 days, okay? Give me 2 days to collect myself and then go back into the, like, you're holding the sun, Virgo. It's the sun. You're holding the sun. You're holding life. You have it. Your ground energy, your core energy is beautiful. And so you just need to like reach back there and sort of find yourself a bit again. And this whatever situation is going to be so much easier. And it's not so that you can be single for the rest of your life. If this is what's happening right now in these most transforming times and going into 2020, whatever like doesn't resonate with us anymore, it's just gonna let go. Letting go. Third card out. Dragon, discover your courage. People, the dragon card comes out when you need a little push. You need a little help to move forward. You need that reassurance that if you do this, if you leave this person, is it going to be fine? Yes, it is. Your dragon is coming in to say it is going to be fine. If you walk away, it's going to be fine. You're not making the wrong choice. You're not making the wrong decision. And nothing is set in stone. Like nothing is set in stone. Nothing. So it could seem like it's such the end here. Not in a million years are we going to get back together again, because if we walk away now, this is it. That's how you feel. And then 6 months later, you're back together again in awesome versions of yourself. I don't know. I don't see that. Spirit's not saying that. I'm just saying, do not make the choice because you think that is it. That is just it for now. That is it for you feeling it in your stomach that whatever this is, I need to let go. Or if they want to let go of you, that must be the right path right now. And the dragon comes in to tell you, yes, it is. You can let go and you will be fine. It's the right decision. And when it says discover your courage, it's like you're going to discover so much more about yourself that you could deal with this so much better than you thought. You think you're going to be a wreck and not get back, but you will. You don't want to hear that now. You want to not change the situation. You just want to keep going. Like, can it just be easy? People, I will go into the extended reading of this. I want to go deeper into this situation that you're in. Pull more cards and see what advice we could give for you. Always on a stuffed nose. So if you want to follow me, click the link below. It's just an arrow next to the title. Right there when I'm pointing is a little arrow. You push it right now and see what happens. The curtain drops down and says extended reading, and there's a blue link below. You just click the link and it will take you right there. If this is where we part ways, then thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.